We're going to switch gears for a bit and talk about color. So let's say you have an image like this and you want to fix the colors so they actually look, usable. The options for color are located right here. We have this half moon cookie sort of icon. And you click it, you can see there's 19 options up here. Don't worry, we're not going to play with all of them. I'm going to show you the 4 or 5 that are actually useful. So the first one I want to show you is brightness or contrast. And when I click it, a layer pops up. And this isn't like a normal layer. What it is it's a color adjustment layer. So here, let me just do a random adjustment here. It's a color adjustment layer, and everything below this color adjustment layer gets adjusted. So on this on this layer, there aren't any, objects. It just affects the layers that are below it. So if we had multiple layers below it, we'd see all of them affected when this was on, and none of them affected when it was off. The other thing that popped up was this right here, the properties panel. So I'm going to actually drag this out of this smorgasbord of panels, exit out of all of this, and drag this in so it is up here. So here we go. We have the properties panel up here, and we have the layers panel down here. And now I'm going to click auto. And when I click auto, it does an auto adjust of the brightness and contrast of this image, which fixes it to a great degree. Let's say we had an image like this. Now, if I were to go to brightness and contrast and click auto for this one, it's not going to work because brightness and contrast aren't the two problems with this image. The problem with this image is that it's a bit too blue, so I'm going to use a different tool called Color Balance. And if I open up Color Balance, you'll notice that all of the options appear inside of the Properties panel. What I want to do is I want to make it less blue, which, if you'll notice, actually makes it more yellow. And right now I'm affecting the midtones. We know that because it says midtones up here. If I go to shadows, I'm able to affect the shadows right here. And this is looking a little bit too yellow, so here we go. That looks much better. So just the difference between this and this. It's a subtle difference, but it's a big difference. The last tool, let's say that we went to levels here. Last tool that I wanted to show you in this video was levels right here. I'm going to click auto, and it does an all right job. And what you can see that it's doing is it's moving the white point from here to here, and it's moving the black point from here to here, and in that way it adds more contrast. So I'm going to actually move the white point all the way over here to add even more contrast, and move the black point a little bit further down. And this middle adjuster just kind of affects how all the midtones lie. And right there, let's turn this on and off. And I'm going to actually push this so it's a little bit further than I'd like. So here we go. It's significantly further than I'd like. And rather than adjusting this right here, I can actually bring down the opacity of the color adjustment layer, and in this way achieve about, say, a compromise between complete color adjustment and what I had before. So those are the 3 tools that I wanted to show you. Hue saturation, I didn't show you, but color balance, brightness and contrast, and levels. And with those 3, you can really solve the color of just about any image. So if I had an image such as this one, I'm going to go to levels, going to hit auto. I'm going to bring it in a little bit more. Here we go. Let's make it brighter. And let's adjust the midpoint right there. And we have the difference between this and this. And so even though we are able to adjust and get a little bit of a fix of the colors with those 3 right there, fact of the matter is, I don't use any of them. All of those, garbage. The one tool that I use for virtually all color correction is a tool called Curves. And people are generally intimidated when they look at this tool for the first time because, let's face it, it's an intimidating looking tool. It has this mysterious line that goes like this. If I hit auto, all sorts of strange things happen on this line. And in the next video, I'm going to get into how to use this tool, what it's doing, and why you don't really need to be scared by it.